Welcome back to FTB Infinity Expert Mode. I'm CZSurvivor, and in today's episode we're going to be working on producing the QED quantum enrichment device, or whatever it decides to call itself, as you will see in the future. But first, a few things that have happened around the base. First of all, Neko was on. She's not on now, so can't record with her, but she, did some beautification around this area. I did the hill to the side again, so we no longer have the blood magic poking out the side of the hill. She did this, yeah, made it look industrial. I really want to add windmills here. I feel like windmills belong here, just sticking out and rotating, but I believe they may actually be too close, so that might not be happening. Also, bees, progress has been made on them. I've currently got up to historic, so if we look at the Infinity Bee, I'll show you what I've got. So, well, I'll tell you what I've got. I've got the energetic, and I've got the ferrous. Now, in the sky stone, I'm currently working on the earthen line. I've got the supernatural, so I'm working towards the ethereal. Now, the ethereal, we need the arcane, and the arcane comes from the historic and mysterious, and the historic comes from eldritch and cultivated. Now, we've got the historic. I just need to combine the was it supernatural? Oh man, I forgot already. I've literally just gone through it. There's too many bees. Arcane and supernatural. Arcane comes from mysterious and historic. Mysterious comes from eldritch and historic. So I need to combine an eldritch with an historic. And why have I been breeding a supernatural? I will never know. Also, tree farm and Tanya. Things changed slightly. So the tree farm got moved over here. It's currently got a few different things set up. First of all, we have this culinary generator is connected up to hardened energy cell, producing power. Hardened energy cells run underneath and powers the planter here. Now, what the main change is that I have added comparators to the sapling barrow, and I've added an ender chest. Now, ender chest recipe has been changed. That's not too bad until you see that, and you think, it's not too bad, until you realise that that's 50 million RF, and that takes a long time, even at 600 RF per tick. But I wrote a little program. I've got a fluid trash can that's destroying all the sludge. That helps the thing run faster. And down here we have a little program. So let's just terminate it and edit leaf control. So this is a nice little quick program. I've got a peripheral on the top. That peripheral being the harvester. So it reads, wraps the peripheral to the top, grabs it, right, harvester is on top, understands that. So then it goes into an indefinite loop, and it gets two values, the leaf value from this chest and the sapling value. So as we're going through, if leaf is greater than 7 and sapling is greater than 7, then apply a redstone signal to the top. That turns off the harvester and stops everything functioning, because we've got a chest half full of leaves and a barrel half full of saplings, and we need no more. Why waste power? Next of all, this is where the main thing comes in. It runs an else if, and it checks if the saplings are greater than 7, then change the harvester's mode to set shears to true, so it will start collecting leaves. Else, saplings are less than 7, that means, well, we need more saplings, so set the shearing to false, 0. And it also turns off the redstone as well, if there is one. Now, I need to change that time from 1 to 60 in a second, but if I control reboot, the program's also booting up, and if I change this, it turns itself off. So if we control T and edit leaf control, I want to set this to every minute because I don't need it any faster. It's just wasting stuff. And if we edit startup, I've got a shell.run leaf control. Now when a computer is rebooted or its chunk is loaded, it will run the startup program. And it's just whatever's called startup, and inside of it has shell.run. And that's running leaf control, as you can probably guess. So if I just hold Control R, that reboots the computer and gets it functioning again, which is wonderful. And basically these leaves are going into here and then coming along to here and being shimmied into these block places. Why are that? Oh right, yes, that's something I forgot about. Oops. It might help if I actually put a filter on the ender chest. I'll do that in a second. But basically, I've just got transfer nodes pulling out up here, and underneath the grass I have an alloy wire, and I put the munch shoes on floating so they can float. For now, the clock's turned off. So just before we make the QED, a few more things. Second of all, I got all the different types of pure crystal and I stuck it on a filter in here. As you can see, we've got the pure Certus, pure Fluix, pure Neverquartz, and it's got the regular Fluix crystal. So all I have to do is just drop the items here, disappear, and by the time I come back they should be done. Also that means I got the inscriber complete and I have been using it, which is pretty nice. So let's take a quick look at the QED recipe. So all of this isn't too bad, except for that, as I mentioned before, same recipe as that other thing, 50 million RF. It's time to get to work, and it's time to start waiting. So, 1 second. Right, progress has been made, slow and steadily, but we can now make a QED. And another item we can make is this item, the Ender Flux Crystal. But first of all, we need a diamond etched computational matrix, which is expensive, requiring 4 diamonds. We then use that combined with some Buildcraft basic gates and some Ender infused obsidian. Okay, I have a feeling one of these items does not want to be shift clicked into the thing, but anywho. Now these Ender Flux crystals are basically the power source for the QED, but they are free. They basically are just produce power. So the more of them you have in the world, the more power they produce, but they have to be close by. So let's quickly show you how this works. I don't want to send it too far away from my setup, so we'll stick it over here in the corner for now. So we'll put the QED here, and now we can start crafting stuff. Now there's a lot of things you can craft, but particularly ore tripling is pretty nice. Slow, but it's possible. Let's see. Magnum torch, but we need bedrockium and mox. Ooh, that's a different way to make bedrockium. But no. I'll have to have a look. There was a few things that I wanted to craft. So what I'm thinking is, next episode we'll make the Ender Quarry. I don't think there's enough time in today's episode to make it, plus some of the things we are not quite there yet to make. Well, we are, it's just that I can't really be... don't want to make them yet because they are ridiculously expensive, as you can probably guess. But one thing that I want to work on is this pink slime crystal, which comes from these pink slime balls. Now, pink slime balls come from the pink slime. Now, there is only one way to produce the pink slime. Now, this is going to be slightly annoying because I don't have the setup or infrastructure to do this how I normally would. So, we are going to do this the hard way. So, we need to put a mob into the slaughterhouse. Now, the slaughterhouse produces meat and pink slime. Pink slime is rarer, and we need a bucket's worth to produce just one slime. We can then actually grow that slime up, but we need a bucket. So first of all is the slaughterhouse, which is a beautifully named thing. So we're looking at something like that. Turns out I found a tin. Time to go mining. Right, so progress has been made. 2 things are now able to be crafted. First of all, it is the slaughterhouse, and second of all is an auto spawner. So this auto spawner is a very useful item in that it can spawn whatever item based on spawn any mob based on the mob that you insert into it via a thing that I cannot remember its name, Safari Net. Now what I'm going to do is use it to spawn mobs on top of the mob spawner. As you can probably guess why. So I'll be back in a sec once I get a safari net with a cow in it, and also get some pipes and stuff like that to link everything up. Right, so on top of the mob spawner I've laid out this little area, and this will be the auto spawner that I will use to slaughter some mobs. I may have to make it bigger in the future if I need to slaughter specific mobs. For now, all its purpose is to slaughter ow, the cows. So now that we've got this, we can start. I'm going to put glass around the edges so we have a nice viewing entrance, and I like how it looks all evil and run down. Like it's not the best, well kept, maintained creation on the planet. So I'm first of all going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the centre, followed by an auto spawner. And then on top of this auto spawner we will put the glass and that stuff to connect things up. So let's see, do you know what? You could probably connect one of these now. Where is my engineer's hammer? Oh, you're supposed to mine those real quick. That's annoying. No matter. Where is the thing gone? Hello? There. We'll connect you up. Oh no, we can't do you directly. Could we? Would we want to do it directly? We would need 2 fluid outs. Well, we could have those fluids out on the side because this doesn't care about light. So we'll stick power on the back, and then we don't have to worry about other things. You there. And you there. Yeah, that'll work. Progress has been made, so we'll quickly grab the portable tank and we'll head over here. The infrastructure is practically complete for this. We've got everything wired up. Some reason the mod thinks that is actually okay as a connection, and that is, yeah, weird things after it's so funky about what can and can't go through. I need to flick that so it starts pumping out into the auto spawner. Exact copy, no. Oh, you out. I need a redstone signal for you to turn you off. I just remembered. There's no easy way to get a redstone signal in there, but it's not hostile yet, so I don't have to worry about that, do I? Stick. I'll just connect it up to the underneath and have some stuff do that. Lever, thank you. And we'll quickly come here, flick that. Well, actually, it doesn't matter if it starts spawning. Cows can't escape. So yeah, that'll be okay. I wonder how much mob essence does it use? Oh, I won't be able to find out, will I? Because it's in the pipes. I could have done that a bit better, but hey, this is going to start filling up with cows, and oh, the slaughterer has already started doing stuff. So oh man, pink slime is quite abundant. You did meat. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Bucket. Excellent. I need you to go there. I didn't think about how to do this properly, actually. I don't know what liquid's gone in there. Is it meat? Yes, it was meat. Okay, so down here I want it to whitelist that hardened fluid duct. Yeah, and I've whitelisted that. Okay, so if I shift click you off and we put a fluid tank here and see, actually let's empty this tank first. Put you there and you there, and then empty you because I don't care about saving the meat. We switch you to a round, put you there, then I want to click the top. That's not easy. How do I click the top? Lock. There we go. That should reconnect, and then eventually If we do this, yes, we're collecting pink slime now. All we need is a bucket of pink slime and we're good to go. So put you back there and I'll get some glass and fill this in. As you can see, it's just slaughtering the cows nicely. Also, turn you back onto output to fill the tank back up, which is pretty good, I think. Now, I need to actually shuffle these cows to this point. Now, there's a few ways we could do this. There's some Ender IO stuff. There's an obelisk or something. IO. Let's see, it's one of these things. Attract to obelisk, which is not cheap at all. So, no, we could use conveyor belts. I think we'll go with those conveyor belts since they're the cheapest, most certainly, except for redstone. Redstone's expensive. But it's the same amount of redstone to make the same number, so that's okay. Let's turn you off for now. But I think we actually have enough for a bucket. Nearly. Right, so I'll get the conveyor belts. Right, so this is what I've done with the conveyor belts. As you can see, it's a little funky. It annoys me that I have to have one going that way due to the middle setup, but if that's what has to be done, that's what has to be done, and I will just have to deal with it. So the slaughterhouse, you may not be able to tell, well, I can't prove it to you, but it works in a 5x5 area. Well, I could prove it to you, however, the precision sledgehammer isn't the cheapest thing requiring plastic since they changed the recipe. Plus it's annoying that it uses 3 and leaves 1 over, which is quite annoying, but it works in a 5x5 area, trust me. You just have to go with that. So, why have you stopped working? I must have cut the lever. But yeah, so it pushes all the mobs into the centre, we'll see as they spawn. Okay, like, just make a liar out of me, thank you, game. That one cow doesn't want us done, and now that it's got all of them, it starts producing a bunch of fluids, and we should have, yes we do, right, turn you off, I don't need any more. So now what we do is we steal the cow, and we come over here and steal a bucket of pink slime. We then take this pink slime and our beautiful cow, and we stick our beautiful cow in here so we don't have to worry about him. Please make sure you stay in the hole and don't walk out. And then we come to somewhere flat away from my stuff so accidents don't happen, and we come back over where we did the cursed ritual. We put down a bucket of pink slime which has no effects from standing in, and then we wait for this little fella, a pink slime, and I think you can guess what we can do with these. Now normally with Minecraft Reloaded I would now go make the slime embiggening syringe, but since that requires plastic I'm not overly keen on doing that, and since we have more mob essence and power than I know what to do with, I will just spawn them this way. What we need is to make a slime block, which is 9 of these slimes. So, let's see how well this works. You give me 2. Hello? You kind of give me 2. I bet you it's trapped in one side of the block, but these guys are very friendly when it comes to these. Ooh, nice. So you can be switched off. We have more than enough pink slime now, which is wonderful. Oh, yes, excellent. So now that we have the pink slime, next episode we're able to make the quarry, which will be wonderful. So we can put the pink slime to use in making the quarry because of the laser drills, which will be wonderful. We'll be able to get bountiful amounts of resources and not have to worry about anything. So, thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed. If you did so, hit that like button. Got any comments, questions, drop them down in the comment section below. I'll answer if possible. New to the channel, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date. Stay well, and Survivor out. I'm off to slaughter some more pink slime.